Welcome, everyone. Ready to dive in. Today, we're tackling something huge, AI. It's everywhere you look these days,
It
right?
really is inescapable almost.
But today, we're going beyond the hype, getting into those high-level conversations, the ones happening behind closed doors.
Oh, I like that. Behind the scenes stuff.
Exactly. We're talking about the AI Safety Summit, and specifically, a conversation between Elon Musk, the Tesla and SpaceX Musk, and Rishi Sunak, the UK Prime Minister. They got deep into AI's future, and, well, we get to listen in.
Always fascinating to hear these kinds of perspectives, the people really shaping things.
That's the thing about this deep dive. It's more than just tech talk. We're dealing with a huge power shift. AI's potential and, let's be honest, some very real risks if we aren't careful.
Right. Got to acknowledge both sides.
Yeah, Musk certainly did. He's worried about how fast AI is developing. Even called it a magic genie. Powerful, but unpredictable.
It's like we're opening a treasure chest without knowing what's inside. Could be amazing, could be, well.
Exactly, and that unpredictable speed, that exponential growth, is what makes this different. It's not like your phone getting a software update. This is happening so fast.
That's why conversations about AI safety are so crucial right now. It's like we're figuring out the rules while the game is already in play.
And the stakes are high. One of the biggest questions, jobs. What happens when AI can do so many tasks, even better than us?
Right, it's a big one. Everyone wants to know, are the robots taking over?
Well, Musk actually predicts we'll see universal high income.
Oh. So not no jobs, but...
Exactly. His idea is AI takes over the boring stuff, leaving us free to do more meaningful work.
That's a pretty optimistic outlook.
It is, but it raises some interesting questions, too. I mean, what motivates us if work isn't about survival? What gives our lives purpose in an AI-driven world?
Those aren't just hypotheticals. That's the future knocking on our door right now.
It's a future that really makes you think, reshaping how we see work, maybe even our purpose. But along with those big questions, there are some immediate concerns with AI, things we can't ignore.
Right. Got to keep it real.
Exactly. Remember that genie in a bottle idea?
Oh, yeah. Powerful but unpredictable.
Well, Musk points out, what if the genie doesn't get our wishes quite right? Worse, what if it has its own plans?
Okay, getting a little spooky now.
A little bit, right. One example he gave, confidently wrong AI tutors. Imagine students learning from AI that sounds super smart but is actually teaching them the wrong stuff.
Oh, wow, yeah. That's not just bad information, it's misleading, almost insidious.
Exactly. And the dangers go beyond just classrooms. Musk is really concerned about deepfakes.
Rightfully so. I mean, those AI-generated videos are getting incredibly real, almost impossible to tell from the genuine article.
And that's the issue, isn't it? Imagine seeing a video of, I don't know, a politician saying something outrageous or a celebrity caught doing something scandalous. How do you know if it's even real anymore?
It undermines trust, right, in the media and figures we might have looked up to. It's like, what can we even believe in?
It's wild, right? And Musk shared this example, that viral image of the Pope wearing a puffer jacket?
Wait, really? I saw that. I thought it was real.
Turns out it was totally AI generated. People were sharing it everywhere. It just shows how convincing this tech is, how easily we can be fooled.
And that was harmless, a funny image. But what if it's used to spread misinformation during elections, damage someone's reputation? The implications are huge.
Huge, and getting huger by the day. And as if deepfakes weren't enough, Musk also talked about the risk of what he calls rogue robots.
Rogue robots. What does that even mean? Like AI going off script, doing its own thing?
Basically, yeah. AI that's no longer under human control. He even suggested robots need a physical off switch, like in a sci-fi movie,
Okay, now that does sound a little sci-fi, but I get it. As AI gets more advanced, more autonomous, we need a safeguard, a way to ensure we're still in control.
It's like we're stepping into a whole new world. Exciting and a little unnerving, right? Like, we can all see the potential of AI, but how do we make sure it's used for good? That we don't lose control completely?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
And one of the things Musk stressed was the importance of government regulation. He actually compared it to, get this, a referee in a sports game.
Okay, that's an interesting analogy.
Right. But it makes sense when you think about it. You need someone setting the rules, making sure everyone's playing fair, and, that no one gets hurt.
Keeps things from getting out of hand, and I think that resonates even more because of Musk's background. This isn't just a tech guy theorizing. He's got Tesla, SpaceX. He's dealing with regulation all the time.
Exactly. He even admitted that sometimes regulations can be a pain, but ultimately they're essential. They help manage the risks, which actually helps build public trust in the long run.
Because, let's face it, if people don't trust AI, they won't use it, they won't invest in it, and then where are we?
Back to square one.
Mm.
And a great example of how this can work is something Musk talked about, a tool they're using on his X platform, formerly Twitter. It's called Community Notes.
Oh, I've heard of that. It's like crowdsourced fact-checking, right? People can add context to posts, flag things that might be misleading.
Exactly. So it's like having millions of referees, keeping an eye on things, making sure the information out there is accurate.
And what I find really interesting about that is it's not just about catching bad actors or misinformation. It's about building ethical AI from the ground up. It's about making sure these systems are transparent, that they can be questioned, held accountable.
Which ultimately comes back to us, doesn't it? We're the ones who have to ask the tough questions, stay informed, and make sure AI is a force for good in the world. And that's what's so fascinating about this conversation, about this whole deep dive. AI isn't just some futuristic fantasy. It's here, it's now, and it's impacting our lives in ways we're only just beginning to understand. So whether you're a tech whiz or just starting to learn about AI, keep asking questions, keep exploring, and let's shape this future together.